This is raw and unfiltered, from sex, sports to culture, all topics considered. It's a good time with dope conversation. Every time you take a listen, it's a celebration. So tap in, you won't be disappointed. We keep it a buck, anything else is pointless. Facts over fluff, our discussions are poignant. Politically incorrect, well that's what the point is. We talk our talk like nobody else can. We give our perspective, not afraid to make a stand. Nothing off the record, every take and every rant is unapologetic, and we stand on that. We make you think, we make you laugh out loud. The realest place on the internet, hands down. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house.
I'm gonna be honest. Um, I am normally one of the most selfish motherfuckers you can ever run across. Part of the reason I was so selfish is because when you do so much for people, it doesn't get returned or reciprocated the way that you want. You kind of get pissed off and wonder, like, damn, is it worth it? Damn, is it is it worth it? Are all people as kind hearted as you are? You know what I'm saying? When you do fucked up shit happens to you. When you do good shit happens to you. That's generally what they tell you. But what they don't tell you is the road that it takes to get the good shit to happen to you. So I'll admit, I was one of them selfish people. I was in relationships and I wasn't giving nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't buying the expensive gifts. I wasn't taking you to get your nails and hair done. I wasn't doing any of that. I didn't really even celebrate birthdays. It's like, hey, your birthday came, you got a card, you got this. Mother's Day came, you got a card, you got this. I never really did the lavish, big time, big spending of the gifts. The reason being, that shit's temporary. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect you to be here long. I didn't expect to be here long. So I'm not gonna spend my hard-earned money on uh leaving you with joy after I leave. Now, granted, some people say, hey, materialistic shit don't matter. It's the person that counts, blah, 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 all that. I hear that. But understand that if I work hard for this money, I go to this job, I slave, I get paid every 2 weeks. My money is very important to me because I work my ass off for it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody walks up and say, "Hey, I like your smile. Here's $200." It's just unrealistic. It doesn't happen. So, um, this is called the big smash rub because a lot of people do not understand the meaning behind that. You know what I'm saying? When I look at my life and everything in it right now, I feel like a lot more people should be grateful for the things that I have done for them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get that by everybody that I feel I should. But what I have learned in 2022 that I did not learn in 2021, everything that you do is not going to be reciprocated. It's not going to be the same. Nobody's going to show you the same amount of love that you showed them. Okay? Y'all got to understand, behind me is a very um I call her a beam of light. That woman instilled in me the kindness that I give a lot of motherfuckers right now. But also, she has a side of her that will instill me to turn the fuck up and stop giving a fuck and stop being so nice to you motherfuckers. And that's exactly where I am right now. Because last year alone, I did so much for the podcast game because I felt like I had to pay it forward. I felt like I remember the days when I couldn't get no advice, when I couldn't get no tips, when I couldn't get no guests, when I couldn't come on your show. I couldn't do this. I remember those days. You know what I'm saying? I remember those fucking days. But then I met that woman. And that woman, as good of a heart as she has, did a lot of shit for me that a lot of motherfuckers wouldn't even think twice of doing for me. So sometimes you have to pay it forward. And that's exactly what I did. You know what I'm saying? I started showing love. I started giving back to the community, and people took advantage of that. People took advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? I done put so many podcasters together, whether they want to admit it or not. And that's cool. I watched them give love and dedication to other motherfuckers, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, they do a lot for the game, but you got to look at me. You got to look at what I'm doing. You got to look at who I done put together. You got to look who I done brought to the limelight. A lot of people were unknown. I'm not saying everybody was unknown, but a lot of motherfuckers was unknown. A lot of friendships and relationships didn't happen until Big Smash made that introduction. See, people don't give me a lot of love and a lot of credit because they feel like I'm too over the top, and that's okay. I ain't in this game for motherfuckers to like me. I'm really not. I used to feel like I should be liked. I used to feel like I should be accepted. I used to feel like I should be praised. But then I thought about it like I said before, a lot of these podcasters are fake, but I still show love. I still show respect. I still show admiration. I still show understanding. I still show compassion because they don't know who they are. So they get behind that microphone and become somebody they're not to fit in. So yeah, I see that shit. I show love. I done gave y'all the top 50. I'm giving y'all the podcast awards. I done let people come on my show. I done let people blow up off my name. I done let people steal my ideas and turn it into theirs. I done did a lot of things for this game, dog, because I truly love this shit. And I truly want to see people thrive. So when I say the Big Smash Rub, this is what I fucking mean. I mean, I bust my ass and I gave you a light that you did not have. And it's a lot of them. Lot of them. Lot of them. And some of these motherfuckers don't have the audacity to say, yeah, Smash looked out for me. Smash watched out. When I sit here and I see a lot of shit, I see a lot of it, and I just be laughing at it now because everybody will go out their way to not say my name as a stepping stone for them to get to where they are. They won't say that because they know who gave them their push. They know who believed in them. They know who started the things that they are doing. They know who helped them change and format their show. They know who helped put them collabs and shit together. You've had people that if I did a collab with them, the next day somebody else is taking that collab because of me. That's okay. That's okay. The Big Smash Rub is universal. You know what I'm saying? I've got enemies that have taken the Big Smash Rub and blew up off of it. And, it's cool. And not in the sense of being enemies as in, I want you dead. It's just I know people that see me as a threat, that see me as an enemy, that see me as competition, that see me as against them when really I'm on 5 levels ahead of you. Big Smash Rub was about love and compassion. When I think about some of the shit that I done put together, I'm damn proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? We doing some shit. When we started doing the little podcast music battles, Big Smash started that shit. Like, no, a lot of these podcasters wasn't doing that shit. I started that shit. You know, when other people bit off that style and tried to make it their own, I didn't get mad. I didn't want to burn the house down or do none of that. It is what it is. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. We like that shit. But what we do, we transformed. We moved on over to the podcasting battles. You know what I'm saying? To the debates, because we felt like we're artists. We are our own artists. Why are we saluting other people's work when we should be saluting our own work? That's what we bring to it. I'm the one that never took a dime from no podcast off no type of information. I don't use people and consult people and use them and get mad when shit don't go the way that it go. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers tried to honestly uh uh George Collins my George Clinton my work, dog. They tried to George Clinton my work. They tried to take advantage and take claim for some shit that they didn't create, and they thought that I was gonna go along with it because they was throwing dollars in my face. Nah, Chief, you can't do that with me. Too smart. I done learned too much about this damn podcast game. Too much. I put too much work into being where it is and watching where it grow. So when I see the podcasters growing and elevating, all that didn't come from me. All that came from having a a supportive wife. That's where that shit came from. It didn't come from me alone. It came from having a supportive wife who made me pass it forward, pay it forward. Every piece of kindness that she got instilled in me, I instilled it to you motherfuckers, and you motherfuckers thought it was sweet. People counted me out. People knocked me down. People bad talked me, and I've done nothing but help motherfuckers. And it hurt my soul for a minute. For a minute, my soul was really fucking hurt because I made a lot of mistakes that these podcasters are making now. They want everybody to like them. They want everybody to be their friend. They want everybody to be their family. They want this, they want that. And that's just not the way to be. You know what I'm saying? I never was a follower. I can't never follow the trend these cats is doing nowadays. I can't follow that trend. Like these motherfuckers out here, you don't have to ass kiss to be successful. You don't have to kiss another person's ass that's in the same position as you. Like why I used to be there. I used to make them mistakes. I used to be in that position where I felt like I had to kiss the next person's ass to elevate myself. And I thought about that shit for the longest time because I used to beg motherfuckers, hey man, come do my show. Hey man, come holler at me. Hey man, I got this, I got that. We super dope over here. Come get in tune with us. Come do this, come do that. I used to do that. I used to be that guy. And then I figured out, why are you ass kissing the fit in over there? You are the wave. We don't ride waves, we create them. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at in my life right now. I ain't riding nobody wave. I ain't hanging on nobody coattails. I am Big Smash. My name holds weight, period. Whether you choose to acknowledge that, or whether you choose to respect that, or whether you choose to understand that, my name holds weight. When it comes to podcasting, you ain't finding 5 better podcasters than me. Period. Period. My mind is a little bit deeper than a lot of them. And that's not a slight to anybody, but my mind is a little bit deeper. You know what I'm saying? And I think because I am where I am, a lot of people will throw shade, they'll throw shots, they'll say what they want to say, they'll act all big and bad on social media. And it's like, yo, your show can't hold a candle to mine. I don't care how loud and over the top you get, it ain't holding a candle to me. Not many shows I done looked at and said, yo, I could help them. I could help them. And I reach out and I give advice and they take it and they show improves. But do you think a lot of them be like, yeah, Smash helped me improve my show? Nah, they ain't gonna tell you that. Niggas gonna hate, tell you what they been doing before they linked up with you. They gonna tell you how they was gonna get there before they linked up with you. They'll tell you how they already it wasn't nothing that you was doing different. Nothing that you told them was different from what they was doing. They'll do that shit. I've seen it. I've seen it. This shit is a ungrateful profession because you can give as much help as you want. You give as much understanding as you want. You can work hard as you want. You can bounce and jump as hard as you want. And we're in the podcast game. Everybody has clicks. Everybody has their favorites. Everybody has who they support. Everybody has who they cater to. We all have that. You know what I'm saying? But even if I don't fuck with you, I still give you credit. You know what I'm saying? But I knew what it felt like for a motherfucker to tell me, you wouldn't have got here if it wasn't for me. Yeah, that's all it took for me, Chief. Once a motherfucker in the podcast game told me that, oh yeah, I gotta change this whole path. My trajectory has changed. Motherfuckers ain't gonna tell me they made me who I am when I built this shit from the ground up. So Bet the House was about building shit from the ground up. Bet the House was about changing the game. Bet the House was not about being put in a box. You wasn't gonna put me in a box. I wasn't gonna sit in a box. I wasn't gonna stand in a corner. I don't play well with others when it come to bullshit. And I decided to change the format up. Big Smash Rub means I came through and I did something for you off of something that was passed down to me. So yes, I am very fucking proud of the Big Smash Rub because I put people in position to win. A motherfucker once told me that you will never make no money. Didn't tell me, but he told his people that you will never make no money fucking with Big Smash. And the problem that I have with that is, nigga, like who are you to tell them what they'll make fucking with me? See, when I give general tips and advice, it comes from the heart. It comes from right there. Now, if you choose to follow that, your shit will grow and you will get followers, and followers lead to money, and money leads to bigger things. So yes, you will make money from me. Will you make it in a day or two? Probably not. But you would definitely make money fucking with Big Smash because Big Smash is all about making money. Somebody also said, hey, he doesn't make money off his show. I've made money off Bet the House, Chief. I've made money off Bet the House. Has it been millions and millions of dollars? No. But it's coming. It's coming. I truly believe it's coming. Now, if podcasting was my only source of income, yeah, I'd probably be hurt. I'd probably be fucked up. But the problem is, it's not. And I'm very content with where we are. There are times where I feel like, yo, more people need to hear this. More people need to understand this show. More people need to get on tune, get in tune, get in tune. And a lot of times, yes, I get down in the dumps because I feel like, the little 400, 500 listeners I get, there's something very proud of it. But it's like, it could be more. It should be more. In some episodes, it is more, but I feel like a lot of times, I got discouraged early on. Early on, when I was getting discouraged about who should listen, about who should do this, about who should do that, it was discouraging because I felt like, damn, this shit is gold. This shit is platinum. And but I never let it get me down because again, that beautiful beam of light always kept me running, always kept me going, always kept me pushing towards something greater. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't never complain. I never complained to her. I never complained to the world. I just worked harder. You know what I'm saying? I would always tell her, like, yo, I'm really not feeling where my shit is right now. I feel like it could be better. And what I do, I got up and went and did better. You know what I'm saying? I elevated every time. Every idea, I reacted on it. Every thought that I had that could make my show better, I reacted on it. I went and got it. And then I paid it forward to other people. You know what I'm saying? I paid it forward to all my other people. You know how many people inbox me and call me up and ask me for tips? Hey, man, what kind of mic I should get? How did you do this? How did you that? You know how many people I call up and ask for tips? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I've put people in positions to win. Now, whether they took those positions, that's up to them. But I put people in position to win. The Big Smash Rub was about helping. It wasn't about credit. It wasn't about taking money off people's hard work. It was about helping them understand that this podcast game is fucking ruthless. But you got to keep pushing through it. You got to keep moving through it. You got to keep building on it. And just because someone tells you no, it does not necessarily mean it's the end of the fucking world. And that's what people have to understand. See, a lot of people get scared when I speak because I ain't afraid of no motherfucker. I ain't afraid of the corporate wigs. I ain't afraid of the no community. I'm not afraid of that. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to, when I want to, and how I want to. And if you can't value that and you can't appreciate that, that's okay. That's fucking okay. It's okay that everybody don't like me. That's okay. It's okay not to be liked. You don't have to walk in a room. You can walk in a room with 100 people. That don't mean 100 people got to like you. They just going to respect your grind. They just going to respect you. You're going to respect me. I once said, I don't care who's mad at me. I don't care who leaves me as long as Shantae doesn't leave me. And I still reign true to that today, to this day. I feel like a lot of people act like they bring more value to my life than I bring more value to my life. That's not how this shit works. The Big Smash Rub, I have seen people excel. I have seen people that have never worked together build working relationships, build shows together, create things together, work together, do lives together, come on each other's shows together. I've put a lot of people in them positions, and it's because I see the good in them. Y'all ever one of my collabs and shit? When I had 30 motherfuckers on one show. I did that. I had 30 motherfucking podcasters from all over on one show. I see everybody else trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a little corny dude out here right now thinking he is the Kanye West, the Larry Tabisco of this shit, and he's done nothing. He's done nothing for nobody but himself. He's done nothing for nobody but himself. You know what I'm saying? I was used as a gateway to get into the black community. So he thought. You know what I'm saying? He was corny. He even said that shit to me himself. Yeah, I feel like you are my gateway to the black community because I'm a suburban podcast. Da 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 da. This is what the dude said. And once I realized that I was nothing more than a pawn, yeah, I had to go ahead on and get up out of that. I ain't selling my soul for no $20. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing it. I'm better than that. I create my own waves. I don't ride waves. I create my own waves. You'll never get on here and let me and have me ass kissing your shit or me telling you I'm a fan of your show and I've never listened to your show. You'll never get me to make a list where I've never sat down and listened to your show and critiqued it the way that it's supposed to be. You'll never and yeah, people will not always agree with where they're ranked. I understand that. And that's okay, but I'm one man's opinion. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to necessarily take my opinion, but I get so much love off the top 50. You know what I'm saying? You really have people eager and excited to see where they rank, to see where they going to be at this week. You really have that. And it feels good to get that. It feels good to get them type of messages. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody going to agree with who's number one, and that's cool, but again, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the top 50 has been a big smash rub because there are a lot of podcasters that nobody really heard of that people will go stop and take a listen to. So that's a rub. I feel like I've benefited and gave people a rub when I come on their show and boost their numbers up. That's a big smash rub. You know what I'm saying? I come out the woodwork and blow all your other numbers. All the little A-list podcasters people really thought they was getting on their show wasn't hitting right. But then when you need to get them numbers up, who is the podcaster they tell you to come and see? They tell you to come see Big Smash, period. Because whatever we do, we going to get it done. You know what I'm saying? When I walk in on your show, understand that I control the room. That's just how it is. I control the room. It doesn't matter whose show I'm on. It doesn't matter who live I'm on. It doesn't matter about any of that. I control the room. And the reason being because my beam of light has me with a beam of light. So that's cool. Main thing I like to tell people, I am support. I am the biggest supporter you will ever have because I don't come with just a name and a mouth. I come with a mind. And this mind speaks on many different levels. I speak many different languages. Okay. I speak ghetto. I speak urban. I speak suburban. I speak whatever language you need me to speak. But it's always coming from a real place. I ain't never been fake with none of you motherfuckers, and I don't plan on being fake with none of you motherfuckers. We ain't gotta like each other in real life for us to do business together. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. I'm a keep it 100%. I always have, and I always will. It's a person on the podcast right now that I don't like and don't fuck with me, but I still shout that fucking podcast out. I still listen to that fucking podcast. I still salute that fucking podcast. Just because I don't like you in real life does not mean that it takes away from the art. You can't take away from my art. You can't take away from my fucking art. Bet the House is a multimedia hotspot. You know why? It was designed to be that way. It was designed to grow that way. It was designed to act that way. We are a fucking hotspot. Meaning anything we touch, anything we jump on, anything we make, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. I won't accept failure. I won't accept less. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to tell you, my biggest flaw right now is my YouTube. My YouTube is my biggest flaw. And I've been trying to come up with every fucking solution I can to get my YouTube cracking. And I feel like I'm going to get that breakthrough real soon. You know what I'm saying? But I did it organically. I ain't going out buying followers. I ain't going out buying subscribers. I ain't buying fake numbers. I ain't doing none of that shit. I ain't doing the follow for follow. Big Smash try to teach you how to get away from all those things and build organically. I'm not doing none of that shit. I don't give a fuck how desperate I am. I ain't doing none of it. And this is not a diss to anybody that does, but I'm not doing it. We build organically over here. So whether I got 5 subscribers or 200, all the motherfuckers came organically. Period. And that's what I'm saying. I'm teaching you podcasters the game. I'm teaching y'all how to evolve. I'm teaching y'all how to rebuild your brand the way that you want to build it and not the way they're telling you to build it. I'm teaching you the methods that have worked for me. It's a reason why I'm everywhere. It's a reason why I'm highly requested. It's a reason why I'm sought out. It's a reason why people love what I bring to the table because they know who they're getting. Which a lot of you motherfuckers, they don't know who they're getting. They don't know who the fuck they're getting. Who are you? That is the biggest thing that you have to understand in the game. Who are you? People be like, oh man, I ain't doing no Big Smash rule. Big Smash didn't make me. Big Smash ain't say he made you. Big Smash ain't say he made you. I tell you what Big Smash say he did though. Big Smash made your shit better. Same friends that you buddy with and you talking, you motherfuckers use Big Smash to make those friendships. I put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? I put that shit together. Doesn't matter what you call it, what you put a name on it. That's my shit. I made that shit happen. And you ain't got to give me credit for it. And I personally don't give a fuck, but we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. Call a spade, spade, tomato, whatever, however you say it, however you spin it, I put that shit together. I put this podcast community together. Everybody got their favorites. Everybody pick and choose. And a lot of you motherfuckers be stuck up and your show ain't half as good as your attitude is. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep it real out here in these streets. Everybody be ass kissing to fit in and jump into the crowd and jump on the bandwagons and all that. I've never done that. If I don't like your show, I don't like your show. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. It ain't for me. But I can give you tips on how to make it better. I can give you tips on how to improve. I done put a lot of people together, dog. I've been doing this shit for so long. It's amazing to me how long, 200 and some episodes, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's a milestone to me, you know, coming from where we used to drop episodes once a month to now we drop them whenever the fuck we feel like it. Man, that shit is amazing. That is amazing fucking feeling. You know what I'm saying? Season 10, I'm really gonna shake shit up. My season 10 gonna be so nuts because I ain't having no guests. I ain't doing no guest. I ain't having no guest on my on season 9. Season 9. Season 10, we back to guests. We in season 8 right now. But I say all this to say, man, look, take it for what it is. People have used my name to instigate beef so they can get their numbers up. That's a big smash rub. You know what I'm saying? People have fabricated beef. Like they have beef with me to get their numbers up. And then when their numbers went down because of this dumbass beef, now all of a sudden we want to be cool again. It's cool. We cool. I just don't trust motherfuckers to hold their word like they used to. See, we as podcasts, we get on this microphone, we could talk a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But you still gotta, take that walk back down over that bridge that you burned. And when you make that walk, you better hope that I don't like that motherfucking bridge from the other side because of the fuck shit, fool shit that motherfuckers be doing. Like I give you a pass. I forgive and I forget. I let bygones be bygones. I don't hold grudges, but I know who you are now. I know who you are now. It's no bad blood, but I know who you are. So the next time you fuck me over, it's expected. And then that's when the cutoff starts. You know what I'm saying? Big Smash Rub has put people in light that they've never seen. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 of my podcasts and homies on TV right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they never wavered on me. And it could be a lot more. They never turned their back on me. I plugged them in with one of the dopest creators I've ever met. And now we all on TV every Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? We on Roku TV every Thursday night because I plugged my homies. I brought my homies up with me. That's a big smash rub. You know what I'm saying? And we don't count favors. Shout out to Cool Out Corner. Shout out to Cognac Room. I love all of them. I got nothing but love for them because they never wavered on me. That's the difference. Y'all imagine how hard a motherfucker go when he ain't got to question your loyalty. He ain't got to question your respect. Do y'all know how far that shit will get you with me? I ain't never had to question you. You know what I'm saying? I've always showed up. Hey, yo, Smash, we need you on this. Hey, yo, Smash, we need you. Hey, yo, Smash, we need this. Hey, yo, Smash, come through. Let me get on Bet the House. Come rock with us one time. Come do this, come do that. Smash ain't never met a microphone he ain't liked. I'm always there. I don't give a fuck what I got going on. If I make an appointment, I'm there. And if I can't make it, we going to make it up and we going to get it right. Period. But I learned that from Miss Shantae. Always. Always. She inspires and influences my life in more ways than people think. She's the reason why my foot is not on a lot of you motherfuckers' necks right now. Because it does nothing for our image. It does nothing for our brand if I don't put my foot on everybody that I'm supposed to be working with. So, yeah, y'all got to thank her. Y'all got to thank her. And, I appreciate her contribution to Bet the House as a whole. Because this foundation was laid when she walked into my world. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. Yeah. She gave me a big smash rub. She gave Big Smash a rub. And in return, I returned the favor and gave a rub to you motherfuckers. It was a different kind of rub, but it was a rub nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Pay it forward. Pay it the fuck forward. I get tired of people feeling like they high and mighty. And everybody be like, oh man, who made Big Smash the king of this podcast shit? I made me the king of this podcast shit. And there ain't a motherfucker alive that's going to tell me different. Period. You're not going to tell me shit. If you tell me Bet the House ain't the shit, you're lying. You're lying to yourself. Period. It don't work like that with me. You know what I'm saying? You hear it, you know, and then you got these female podcasters out here that be feeling themselves a little bit too much. And you got to get them a humble piece of the pie, man, because they feel themselves too much. And again, they can't hold a candle to what we doing over here. Period. Period. It's this ain't that, and that ain't this, you know, and that's just how I feel about it. We got to grind. We got to rise above the hate. We got to rise above the bullshit. We got to rise above the nonsense, the jealousy, the bitterness. We got to rise above all of that. I've had to verbally check motherfuckers because they felt like Big Smash was just this pushover. And I had to verbally check motherfuckers. Like, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that fucking guy. Don't ever think because you see a microphone, you see some glasses, you see a motherfucker that's always cracking jokes. Don't think that I don't have the verbal sparring to light your ass apart. It's just who I am. I study shit. I'm the last person you want to throw my name on your show to make your ratings go up, to get your listens up, to get your followers up. I'm the wrong person. But it's all love. We do it out of the strength of love. I ain't gonna let nobody sun me. You can't sun me. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is total nonstop action over here. All right. We gonna leave with an impact. All right. We global world champions over here. You know what I'm saying? And if I gotta swing and hit a motherfucker with a podcasting guitar in order to survive, then that's what's going to happen. You're going to get this work regardless. That guitar shot is going to leave an impact. Okay? So all these little slap nuts out here, let them talk. Let them hate. Let them do whatever they feel. I do this shit. I do this shit. I built this brand off my own blood, sweat, and tears. I do this shit. I'm not out here selling people dreams. Oh, hey, we're going to play your record in Walmart stores across the world. I'm not telling you no shit like that. That shit's corny. I ain't selling nobody no dream. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I ain't signing no D&D. I ain't signing no NDA. I ain't doing that shit. All right? This shit, the game is to be told. You know what I'm saying? You ain't always got to sell it. You could tell it, watch it grow, watch your impact, watch your influence. The Big Smash rub is very real out here in these streets. The Big Smash influence is very real out here in these streets. And it's sad. It's sad that people will hate, that'll talk shit, that'll batter, that'll be jealous, that'll be bitter. I'm being discussed in rooms I ain't never even been in. That's some real shit. Like, I got people that's bitter as fuck, that's fake as hell, but I still fuck with you. I just keep you to a distance. We can podcast, we can network. You call me, I can teach you how to build your show up. I can do that better than a lot of these other motherfuckers because I'm coming from the heart. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I do want to say, man, the Big Smash rub is what it is. And if you disagree, then you disagree. But I can tell you 5 ways I've helped build your show. I've helped build you up. I've helped turn you into a person. And we're not even talking podcasting. We're talking about as a person. Because the conversations that I have enlighten and change people's lives. You know what I'm saying? All it took was for a lady to come change my life. And although we don't agree with everything that each other does or says, we know that the impact that we've had in each other's lives is why I give the impact that I give to others now. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it confused. Don't get it misconstrued. I do this shit. I've been doing this shit. I'm going to keep doing this shit. And if you got a problem with it, you know where I'm at. But I do want to take the time. Shout out to the Cognac Room, my man Jay, Miss Petra. Shout out to them. They do their fucking thing. every fucking week. They do their thing. Period. All right. Period. Shout out to my man King Germ and Queen Germ. Frocast. They do their fucking thing. All right. It's a reason they was number one all them weeks. And it ain't because they my homies. It's because shit, they put in the fucking work. Period. Shout out to Mags and the Wolf Pussy Monologues. I think that was one of the funnest interviews I've ever done. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Keep grinding. Fuck these other motherfuckers that don't rock with the movement. I rock with the movement. Me. Big Smash rock with the movement. Shout out to my man Styles. Like, if there's ever been anybody I can pick up the phone and talk to about business, about life, about, you know what I'm saying, podcast and whatever, it's him. He's one of them. He's one of the very few I can count on the hand and discuss shit and know that it doesn't go further than me and him. So shout out to him and all that he's doing. That man is a fucking genius. He's moving, and that's how it's supposed to be. Shout out to the Cool Out Corner, man. Like, two of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever met in my fucking life, man. Like, we go back and forth, but understand that they're my dogs. And, you know, even about life shit, I can call Troy up and that motherfucker offer advice and shit like that. So you wanna support those that support you. Shout out to What Up Though. What Up Though do so many things on their brand, the freaky talk and all that shit, man. Shout out to What Up Though. Anytime I hit them, they coming. You know what I'm saying? So it's only right to return the favor. Shout out to the Mermaid and the Lion. If y'all don't know a good, I think The House, my upcoming audio web series, is inspired by what they do on the Mermaid and the Lion. Like, the season they own now, it's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. Shout out to the Wet Lounge. I think they are super unique. They super dope. And, you know, we got an episode coming up, and it's called I'm the Pappy. And I think it's just so dope, you know, the shit that you're hearing from a younger generation. Cause I'm a little bit older than them. So shout out to them. Shout out to So Problematic, man. I'ma tell you, they are different. You know, I remember, again, I I remember, you know, being at a rough spot, and it was only a handful of motherfuckers that did not waver, and they were one of them. And although it was disturbing for them, you know, they didn't block me. They didn't shun me out. They still come on the show. We still collab. We still talk. So yeah. That's a different feeling inside. They got a different place in Bet the House because of who they are and what they stand for. So shout out to them. Shout out to Brunch with the Boys, man. I think they are one of the most slept on podcasts on this side of the community. I think everybody need to get in tune with Brunch with the Boys and express, you know, the shit that they talk about be fucking amazing, their thought process. And if you haven't heard Add to the Bag, Don't Just Subtract from It, from Bet the House season 8, episode 15, it'll change your life. The funniest shit in the world, but the realest shit in the world. So tap in with them, man. Um, Shout out to my man over at Raw Sex Podcast. You know, he keep it funny, he keep it real. Um, Me and him can relate because we're so real, we're so funny, and our shows are different. So shout out to them. Shout out to Miss Barbs, man, from Let Me Touch You. She done had to put her foot in my ass a few times, but I understand that it's all love. That's the difference between me and a lot of other motherfuckers. When we uh confront each other, it ain't out of anger. It's, you know, for the betterment. And that's what people fail to understand. Like, I know Big Smash, he get irritating and he get on people's nerves and all this, but it comes from a place of love. You know what I'm saying? It comes from a place of love. Shout out to Mama Life. Shout out to Life Unplugged. Shout out to Uncle Dolomite. Too Much Game Podcast in the building. Shout out to Porsche Times with Miss McKinney. Shout out to Black Girls Gone Wild. Shout out to Miss Sharice. Shout out to my man Arce. Shout out to my man Rod. Shout out to Simply Ball Dropping. Dope ass platform. Shout out to A Slut with Morals, Miss Ruby over there. Shout out to the Drunk Unks podcast. Shout out to the Underground Queens. I just fucking dig them. They just so fucking dope. They always say they don't know what they doing, but they doing it. So shout out to them. Shout out to Brother pregame podcast, man. Y'all gotta go tap in with them, man. Shout out to Conversations with Lamp. That's dude's a fucking genius. He's a fucking monster, man. Y'all gotta really, really tap in tune with that. Shout out to Miss Ty, Red Lipstick Vibes. What's understood ain't gotta be explained. We riding for her 110%. Shout out to Mama's Cocktail album. Shout out to Drew versus the World. Shout out to Kinfluence. Shout out to 8 More Than 92. Shout out to the homies Mind Triggers, man. Like every time I get with them, it's a party. So last season we ended my season finale with them, and I think we're gonna do the same thing this season. So shout out to them. Shout out to Wine Time. Shout out to the motherfucking pod. For the realest brothers you'll ever meet. And shout out to them. Shout out to Say It Loud. Saith Loud. Shout out to them, man. We appreciate them. Shout out to Timo Butter, Noble over there. It's all love, man. I had a ball going on a platform. I had a fucking ball, and they definitely make you think a little bit deeper with their conversation. So shout out to them. Shout out to my man Morio. We got some shit coming. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. We got some shit coming. Shout out to K-Bay for giving us Grind City TV network on Roku. Y'all can catch that. Go download it. Go download it and catch what she got going on over there, man. That shit is fucking amazing. Shout out to Miss Riri. Everything that we do, every show, every live, every episode, Miss Riri is front and center, and we support her and salute her for that. Shout out to the Unapologetically Dope podcast. Man, I it's been nothing but love since we finally linked up. Shout out to my man Kzonomics for life. That man sent me a bottle and didn't know me from a can of paint. And it's influenced, off respect. So shout out to them. Shout out to Miss Q. I see the journey that Miss Q is on, and we rooting for you. We hoping that you get back to being you, and we gonna keep pushing and keep supporting. We gonna keep going. Shout out to What the Shit podcast. Shout out to What the Shit. Shout out to my man Gusto. Shout out to Jern from Life Unplugged. These are people y'all need to go out and support. Shout out to my man Law. Shout out to my man Marcus over at Vibes Podcast. Shout out to Frankly Francisco. Shout out to Average Joe. Shout out to Chan B Podden. Like, I think, if it's a woman podcast that I really, really listen to on the regular, it's Chan B Podden. And Wine Time. Wine Time is next on that list. Miss Q, Pillow Talk. Yeah, these Miss Ty, these are people female podcasters that are killing it. Legitimately. Shout out to One Take No Chaser, man. That episode I did with him is one of the most played episodes we've did this season. So shout out to him. Shout out to The Speak Up Sis Pod. Shout out to Rodis. Shout out to Miss Pretty Crazy. Uh it's it's all unique, man. It's all understanding, and it's all it's all love, it's all respect, it's all power, and that's just where we at with it. Shout out to Flow Life Podcast. Shout out to Coaches Don't Play, man. I'm telling y'all, they are the next big wave, man, for female podcasts. I can't forget about them. They are the next big wave, and I appreciate them. Anytime I call them and say, Smash need y'all, they there. So shout out to them. I ain't finna really jump. Shout out to the Ants, Uncle P. Shout out to Power Lipstick Queen Elevation. She's setting the tone. Shout out to Miss Regina from Let Me Fix My Crown. Like it's so many, dog. And I don't want to be forgetting people. So I just want to just say I appreciate y'all in more ways than y'all could ever think. Period. So anybody that I've ever worked with, anybody that I've ever did something with, anybody that I've ever talked to, we support y'all, we salute y'all, and y'all gave me a big smash rub. You know what I'm saying? Uh Metaphorically, not literally, but y'all know what it is. Shout out to She Creates, and She Creates. She put a lot of dope podcasts together. She give a lot of tips, a lot of advice. That's why I like to pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Unprofessional Opinion, For Too Many Podcasts. Shout out to the Hypothesis Show. Shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to Trey Plus. Shout out to the Weird Ones. Shout out to my man Teddy. Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana, Secret Life of Moms. Shout out to all of y'all, man. All of y'all are doing amazing things, and it's an honor that Big Smash was a part of that shit. I've done so much shit, so much fucking shit to put on for this community. The Bet the House meet and greets. You know what I'm saying? The Bet the House Battlecast music battles. The Bet the House Voices of Reason. Shout out to the Tylers. I've done so much shit. I really literally have, dog. Like in the last year, I've done so much shit. I've worked with so many great people. I've put a lot of people on in better positions, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. And the Big Smash Rub is not an insult to what you're doing. It's actually a compliment. It's actually something that should be appreciated because I took the time to put the work in to come on your show and put the work in. So that's what it is. You know, I understand that people might get offended. They might feel some type of way. And you don't have to. I don't have to feel no type of way about little old me. But I work hard. I bust my ass. I bust my ass. And ain't nobody gonna tell me different. I've done a lot. I've done a lot for this community. I'm gonna continue to do a lot. I'm gonna continue to rise above bullshit. We're gonna continue to install upward trends and not downwards. We're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep working together. We're gonna keep pushing. Shout out to everybody that has guested or hosted on Bet the House, whether it ended in bad blood or whether it ended in confusion or whatever it ended in. You were all a part of this. You all made this work. Shout out to Just Red. Red don't really fuck with me like he used to. And kind of understand the reasons, you know, but I still got nothing but love for the brother. I still wish nothing but success for the brother, and shout out to, you know, we grinding, we moving forward, and we ain't thinking about bullshit and negativity for 2022. So shout out to everybody that's appeared on Bet the House. Shout out to everybody, Miss Bree, Big V, Wayne Grove, Della Faye, J Day, Dale P. Shout out to everybody that made this shit 200 episodes and plus, because it took a lot of work to make that shit happen. A lot of personalities came through and we made something great and something positive, and we built on something that, you know, the foundations and the roots have turned into a mega powerhouse. So yeah, shout out to y'all for that. I ain't gonna waste y'all time no more. The Big Smash Rub is universal. It's the most powerful thing in the podcast game right now. And we love the haters, we love the supporters, we love the followers, we love everything and everybody. And we gonna keep pushing, we gonna keep grinding, we gonna keep pulling, and we gonna keep coming together, because the chains can't be broke. You can't break the links off a chain so easily. You know what I'm saying? When you break this chain, another chain grows in its place. If I haven't already told you that, you can never back me in a corner, because I'll always fight out. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all think the lion never worries about other animals in the jungle? Because he is king. And in this jungle, I am king. Prove me different. Prove me wrong. Put your resume up against mine. And we'll see how that works out for you. Y'all know what it is, man. Bet the House, Big Smash. I'm signing off. Much love and respect to everybody that's doing their thing. And we're going to keep it pushing, man. Y'all know what it is.